Have you ever wondered what mistakes to avoid for a smoother airport experience? We all want our journeys to be stress-free, but there are some common pitfalls that can turn your airport visit into a nightmare. So let's dive into the 8 things you should never do at the airport before boarding a flight. Welcome back to Travel Vet. We're giving you the insider tips and tricks to navigate those terminals like a pro, avoid unnecessary stress, and actually enjoy the journey. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get you ready for takeoff. Alright, let's kick things off with the cardinal sin of air travel, arriving late. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, your phone's about to die, and you can practically feel your blood pressure rising with every passing minute. You finally arrive at the airport, heart racing, only to find out that the security line looks like the entire city decided to fly out on the same day. Seriously, arriving late just throws a wrench into your entire travel vibe. Instead of playing chicken with the clock, give yourself the gift of time. Arriving early takes the pressure off and sets the tone for a much smoother, more enjoyable travel experience. So do yourself a favor and aim to arrive at least 2 hours early for domestic flights and 3 hours for international. Your sanity will thank you. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite airport hurdle: security. Ignoring the TSA guidelines is a surefire way to turn your airport experience into a nightmare. First up, let's address the elephant in the room: liquids. Remember the 311 rule, 3.4 ounces or less per container. All your liquids in a single, quart-sized, clear plastic bag, easily accessible. And while we're on the subject of security, let's talk about shoes. We all know the drill: shoes off, belts off, laptops out. Be prepared to remove these items quickly and efficiently. And for the love of all that is good in this world, please, please, please double-check your pockets before going through security. Forgotten keys, loose change, that rogue granola bar you stashed away for later. These things can trigger the metal detector and bring the whole security line to a screeching halt. Following the rules makes everyone's life easier, including your own. Alright, let's talk about packing, specifically that black hole of chaos we call the carry-on bag. Packing light is an art form, especially when you're trying to cram everything you need for your trip into one tiny bag. But overpacking your carry-on is a recipe for disaster. Nobody wants to be person, the one holding up the entire boarding process because they're wrestling with their luggage. Airlines are cracking down on oversized carry-ons, and those fees can add up quickly. So how do you avoid the overpacking trap? It's all about strategy, people. Start by packing only the essentials. And when it comes to maximizing space, packing cubes are your new best friend. They compress your clothes, keep everything organized, and make finding what you need a breeze. Pack smart, pack light, and you'll be breezing through the airport like a pro. Alright, let's talk tech, specifically the existential dread that sets in when you realize your phone is about to die. In today's hyper-connected world, our phones are our lifelines, our boarding passes, our entertainment, our connection to the outside world. Imagine this. You're stuck in a crowded terminal, your flight's delayed, and your phone decides to call it quits. No more scrolling through social media, no more catching up on your favorite podcasts, no more desperately searching for a working power outlet. But fear not, my friends, because there's a simple solution: charge your devices. I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget this crucial step. Before you leave the house, make sure your phone, tablet, headphones, anything with a battery is fully charged and ready to go. And if you want to be extra prepared, invest in a portable charger. Trust me, a portable charger is worth its weight in gold when you're stuck on a long flight with a dead phone. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic: food, specifically the lack thereof when you're stuck at the airport. Skipping meals altogether is a recipe for disaster. Picture this. You're hours into your journey, your stomach is rumbling louder than the airplane engine, and your blood sugar levels are plummeting faster than your patience. That feeling of hangover, that potent mix of hunger and anger, is not a good look on anyone. But fear not, my fellow travelers, because there's a simple solution. Pack snacks. Think trail mix, granola bars, fruit, nuts. Basically, anything that's easy to pack, non-perishable, and won't leave you feeling sluggish. Packing your own snacks not only saves you from the clutches of overpriced airport food, but it also helps you avoid those dreaded blood sugar crashes that can turn you into a hangry monster. Trust me, your travel companions will thank you. Alright, let's talk about flight statuses, those cryptic messages that can either make or break your travel plans. Ignoring them is like playing Russian roulette with your travel itinerary. You might get lucky and everything goes smoothly, or you might find yourself stranded at the gate, watching your travel plans go up in smoke. Checking your flight status regularly is like having a crystal ball that reveals the future of your journey. It allows you to anticipate potential hiccups, make informed decisions, and avoid unnecessary stress. Most airlines have apps or websites that provide real-time updates, or you can use flight tracking websites or apps. Staying informed is key to a smooth and stress-free travel experience. Make flight status updates your new best friend, and you'll be well on your way to a successful journey. Alright, let's talk hydration, because let's face it, airplanes are basically giant, flying dehydrators. The air inside those cabins is drier than the Sahara Desert, and if you're not careful, you'll step off the plane feeling like a dried-up prune. Now I know what you're thinking, but Casey, I can't bring a bottle of water through security. And you're right, you can't. But that doesn't mean you have to resign yourself to a fate of dehydration. Here's the pro tip. Bring an empty, reusable water bottle with you. Once you're through security, you can fill it up at a water fountain, or even ask a friendly barista at one of the airport cafes to fill it for you. Staying hydrated not only helps you feel better physically, but it also does wonders for your mood and energy levels. Alright, let's wrap things up with a little airport etiquette because believe it or not, common courtesy still applies even when you're stressed out and surrounded by hundreds of strangers. Look, airports can be stressful environments, but that's no excuse for bad behavior. First and foremost, remember that airport staff are people too. They're dealing with long hours, demanding passengers, and the occasional travel nightmare just like the rest of us. So, treat them with respect, be patient, and remember that a little kindness goes a long way. And speaking of kindness, let's talk about lines. Give people their space, don't crowd the baggage carousel, and for the love of all that is good, keep your voice down. Remember, common courtesy goes a long way, especially in a place like an airport. So there you have it, the 8 things you should never do at the airport before boarding a flight. By avoiding these common pitfalls, you can ensure a smoother and more enjoyable travel experience. Now go forth and conquer those terminals, my friends. Did we miss anything? What are some of your airport pet peeves? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel tips and tricks. Safe travels and see you in the next video.